Howdy, y'all. It is Patrick Bell, aka Patty B, aka Patty Bell, aka the boy from Texas who is long away from home. So, without further ado, let's talk about the new year. Let's talk about everyone wanting to change themselves, wanting to create a metamorphosis of their entire lifestyle, turning themselves from humble caterpillars into butterflies. But metaphors aside and imagery aside, this is a time to change habits. This is a time to recomp a lot of the faulty schedules in your life, a lot of the faulty routines, a lot of the faulty habits, a lot of the faulty and non-productive funks or cycles that you're putting yourself through. Maybe ones like constantly hanging out with the wrong people, constantly eating the wrong food, and constantly skipping out on your workouts and going to the gym. So while these changes are something that anyone can make at any time, it really does not matter if it's the new year or not. This is the season. This is the stage in the cycle of the year where everyone wants to clean out all those bad habits. So that's what I'm here to help you guys out with. So I want to let you guys know just how long it's going to take you to accomplish your New Year's resolution. So your New Year's resolution could be whatever you want it to be. It could be to buy your first home. It could be to lose 10 to 15 pounds. It could be to get the new job you've been wanting to do. It could be to simply start listening to your heart and your gut and doing the things that you've been yearning and dreaming of doing for a very long time. So let's get into the specifics here. If you are wanting to do something new, do something that you've never ever done before, the first thing that is going to be the most important is forming a habit. So you might be replacing an old habit with something new, or you might simply be trying to forge an entirely new aspect of yourself. It doesn't matter, whatever it might be. The general consensus for picking up a new habit and mastering it is you have to do it for 21 days. So that's about 3 weeks. And within my experience, that's generally the amount of time that it should take, about 3 to 4 weeks to be able to pick up a new habit. So this would be maybe not drinking on the weekends and being a social drinker. This would be going to the gym 6 days a week compared to going to the gym 3 days a week. This could be quitting smoking. This could be training yourself to leave an abusive relationship. Whatever it might be, you're training yourself to stick up for yourself if you are in a potential situation or relationship like that. You have to practice things like standing your ground and not falling back and not being blown away by someone else's aggression or being swayed by someone else's opinion of yourself. This could be not giving in to peer pressure to drink. This could be not giving into the peer pressure to skip your workouts. You could have a very attractive girlfriend or boyfriend at home who's wanting you to skip the gym and spend some alone time, spend some good time with them. But you have dreams, you have aspirations. Other things are going to have to learn to wait. So this 21 days is where you have to practice that self-discipline, the execution, and the consistency of this new habit. So whatever it might be, I want you to just pick one thing. Let's say hypothetically, it's to quit smoking. So for those 21 days, your entire thought process and the majority of your energy should be focusing on things that you should do to eliminate mental and physical cravings and tics that might remind you of your addiction or your addiction that you're willing to leave, because we're going to be talking in a positive verbiage here. So you just choose something. If it's to lose weight, you just simply choose to consistently go for a walk every morning in a fasted state without having eaten, whatever it might be. I don't want to get too much into specifics because you know exactly what you need to do. So form that habit, replace the habit. That's a big one too. If you do have a bad habit, let's say every Friday night you go out with your friends to go party and you really just don't enjoy it. It's not the situation you're trying to be in. I've been there. I understand. I've had to make this change. All right, I got a little bit of an interruption right there, but I'm right back to it. So say that you're trying to cut the habit of going out with your friends every single Saturday night, Friday night, whatever it might be. You got to replace that time with something else. So that time could be spent maybe picking up a new culinary skill, starting to cook on Friday nights. Really just going on any sort of website and finding some amazing recipes. Cook something up that you just really enjoy with your spare time. Something that might take an hour or so to cook up. Maybe go for a workout. Maybe hang out with your more productive friends. Maybe spend some time with your parents, whatever it might be. So the next thing that is very, very important is you're going to need to find a routine. So specifically for myself, I find that the morning is where I need routine immensely. If I don't have it, I don't have the right energy for the day. I don't have the right outlook, the right preparation to be able to deal with everything throughout our day-to-day life. If I don't take a cold shower, well, I take a warm shower and then I turn it on cold just to wake myself up and kind of yell around a little bit in the morning time. If I don't take that cold shower, if I don't brush my teeth, if I don't make my breakfast while listening to some R&B, my day's off. Something's weird, you know what I mean? It's like you went to the beach and you forgot your swim trunks. You're there wearing pants, jeans. You know, you feel out of place, like you don't belong a little bit. So find yourself a routine. For example, my morning always looks like I wake up, I down about 20 to 30 ounces of water as fast as I possibly can. I hop in the shower. I make sure the last 30 to 60 seconds of it are very, very cold. Then after that, I get dressed and I go downstairs and I cook up my breakfast. I like to listen to some R&B, something with a nice beat that I can dance to in the morning, hum along to a little bit, get my body moving as well as my mind while I'm cooking and allowing myself to be in a nice groove to where I don't really have to think about something too much because it's a meal I've made day in, day out every single morning, which is eggs, beans, and greens. I'll make another video on that. I already have, but I want to revise that. So you can see I also have a cup of coffee once I'm done making breakfast because I don't like to have caffeine immediately once I wake up. I like to wait about an hour or two. So you can see this is regimented. This is scheduled. This is every single day. I do exactly what is needed to make sure I'm productive, to make sure I'm on point. So I invite you to try that out. So many successful people have this power hour in the morning that is perfectly regimented to make sure that their mind is right for the day. So take notes of the people who are successful, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Copy what they do. Now, last one is simply to stay consistent. So this is just, you need to put your nose to the grindstone. You need to put the money where your mouth is. This is where you need something to hold yourself accountable to make sure you don't fall off the bandwagon. So there are multiple sites actually that you can do. I know for weight loss, I don't know the specific name of it, you could Google it. There's websites where you can bet on yourself to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time. And if you don't accomplish that goal, you set aside whatever amount of money at the beginning of the weight loss phase or goal phase, and let's say it's $25, you pick a organization that you absolutely hate. Let's say it's the Nazi organization. If you don't lose that amount of weight in that amount of time, your $25 goes straight to the Nazis. You don't want that to happen. So that's something that can very much drive you. For example, I'm getting into a cutting phase right now to get as lean as I possibly can. I entered an online transformation contest. I'm probably not gonna win. You know, I don't even know if I'm gonna submit my after pictures to it. I just did it to hold myself accountable and to do something to make that switch in my brain that I'm in a new phase, I'm in a new goal cycle for my life. So make sure that you can do something to nail yourself down to that consistency. And to answer the question, how long will it take for you to accomplish your goals for the new year? Just simply how dedicated you are. It's simply how consistent you're gonna be, how thorough your routine will be, how consistent and dedicated you are to building those new habits. So it could take 21 days, it could take 3 months, it could take 6 months, but the thing is, it is possible, it will happen. You simply just need to do it, you need to commit to it, and you need to stop beating around the bush. You need to stop talking about it, you need to stop thinking about it, and start being about it. There was a very good quote by Gandhi, I believe, and I could be completely off on who the quote was by, but I very much believe it was Gandhi, where, and I'm paraphrasing, you are at ultimate peace when everything that you do, say, and think are all the same. So quit thinking about things that you're not doing. Quit talking about things that you're not actually thinking about in your alone time. Quit basically faking it, quit being a facade of the person you're trying to be and actually be that person. I'm out.